What's up, party people, and welcome to historic STONIECAST number 200 and season 6, episode 26 of Thoughts and Hunches, making money in bunches and sucker punches. It's your boy Stony coming back at you for the 200th time. I still can't believe it. And I'd like to welcome all of my fellow criminals, lowlifes, hoodlums, scumbags, shady characters, heathens, fugitives from justice, scoundrels, altar boys with unhealthy relationships with their priests, hustlers, wise guys, hooligans, foul-mouthed raging alcoholics, MLB players that have got into a fight with Bryce Harper. You know who you are, and thank you very much, very, very much for watching. Cheats, gangsters, fienders with abusive language, degenerates, let's face it, anybody with a massive gambling problem. If you're new to the show, hey, congratulations, because that means you probably fit into one or a few of those categories, so welcome, because you're now one of us. One of us. One of us. Gooba gobble, one of us. We accept him, one of us. Know the reference. That's all I got to say. Hey, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down here in the lower right-hand corner and ring that bell. That way you can get notified every time I put out a new video. To spread the word's also very easy. Just tell other fienderates, degenerates, and scumbags you know to go to YouTube and enter Thoughts and Hunches in the search bar. That'll take you directly to my page so you can get dialed into everything that I give you. Also, if you're new and you don't know what's what with this channel, it's college and pro football winners, MLB playoff winners, and college basketball winners. And I only give you picks. No player props and absolutely no parlays. Why? Because I don't like giving my money away. Parlays are just stupid bets that you're just throwing money away. I like my money where it is. Now, last week I did do some player props and I hit them all. I'll get to that later. But the books, they don't expect a guy like me to deliver this many winners. I'm an outlier and I'm a disruptor. I'm like the Beastie Boys. I disrupt.
Step inside the party, disrupt the whole scene.
That's exactly what I do. I go to the mattresses every single week and I get the info for you in order to get you to the window with a ticket to cash. Now, before we get to the picks, as usual, I have some thoughts.
Give me all you got. Listen, give me all you got.
I love it. That a boy, Vincent. I'm going to start with my Super Bowl 60 recap. And it ain't that difficult. Just go back and watch STONIECAST 199 from last week and listen to why I took what I took. I was basically spot on with my analyses for the game and for everything. Seattle rolled, and they're a very, very, very deserving champion. A lot of this is going to be repetitive, but the Patriots played an historically weak schedule en route to the AFC title, in which they beat, get this, 7 head coaches who were either fired or quit, and 10 backup quarterbacks. I give them props because they played hard and they earned their spot in the Super Bowl, but they were just simply overmatched. Seattle rode a very tough schedule in the best division in football and finished the regular season by beating the Rams, then the 49ers. Then they went into the playoffs and beat them both again. The Seahawks were simply battle-tested, and they won every phase of the game. Their quarterback was better. Their running game was better. Their defense was better. And in the 2 biggest mismatches, Seattle's special teams won easily, and the Seahawks dominated in the trenches. Props to K9 Walker. He's a very worthy Super Bowl MVP, but it very could have easily been a split between the entire defensive line. That front 4 put so much pressure on Drake May that he was in serious trouble all night. And when head coach / defensive coordinator Mike McDonald decided to blitz, it wasn't even close. Now, for those of you that called the Super Bowl boring, just want to remind you what I've been saying for years. What I like, 2-1 baseball games. That's what I want to see. And 16-13 football games. 48-47 is not football. It's Madden. It's video game shit. When defenses dominate everyone calls it boring. When you bet the first half under and the game under, and it's 9-0 at halftime, you're living large. Even if you are at a Super Bowl party hosted by a Patriots fan. Sorry, dog. But when the large hits, the large definitely hits. Now, with football out of the way until August, we can concentrate on college hoops, in which I've had another solid season. But my college and pro football picks were the best I've had in all 6 seasons. Numbers just through the roof. College football was over 60%, and NFL was right there. Just unbelievable numbers. Last week, I gave you my freshman top 10 in college basketball, of which most of them are going to be playing in the unwatchable NBA next season. And there have been some changes recently with some truly historical performances. Most notably, Michael Brown Jr. from Louisville, who dropped 45 points a few days ago on a very good NC State squad. So yes, there's been some movement, but I won't give you another ranking until the end of the regular season in a couple weeks. In the meantime, just enjoy what we're seeing right now. And that's some incredibly high-level hoops from teenagers. Well, most of them, unless you're a foreign-born player, in which we have no idea how old you are, and you probably don't even know either. I mean, if you want to get a good laugh, just Google Mick Cronin vodka and hear what he had to say about what kind of player he told his scouts to look for. Well, you know what? Luckily for you, I have it queued up. I don't have the video, but I do have the sound. Just listen to this.
What are your scouts looking for the players that you're recruiting?
Find me the biggest, nastiest vodka-drinking Eastern European you can. It's like tell yogis, people in all these ages from all over the world are coming in, I guess. Just find some guy that used to like wrestle bears and Lithuania or something.
God bless you, Mick. Don't ever change. You're just priceless. That is high quality video right there. It doesn't get any better. Now, quick shout out to FDF. A lot of you don't know what I'm talking about. To some of you, it might sound like your report cards from back in the days, FDF. It stands for Folk Dance Festival. It's a Greek thing. It's going on right now in Phoenix. Half my freaking family's there. And while FDF has certainly changed over the years, since when I used to dance as a kid, it was about kids dancing and making relationships that would form the rest of their lives. Now there's 60-year-olds and 70-year-olds dancing. Literally dancing on stage in costume in front of judges. It's just, I don't understand it. But when I get to turn it on, like I just did, the reason I'm coming on late tonight is because I was just watching the live feed from Phoenix. But when I can turn it on and watch on the same stage, my sister-in-law, her brother, and her daughter, my niece, dancing together in costume on stage, melts my heart. I got a lot of family there, cousins dancing, lots of friends that I grew up with that are dancing on stage with their husbands or wives. It's fantastic, and I love watching it. I miss it. I'm 2,000 miles away, but I can live vicariously through you, and I'm rooting for you. Let's go, Oakland. And let's go all churches. I mean, y'all, I got a lot of friends from a lot of Greek friends that I've met through FDF over the years that are all there with their kids dancing and whatnot. So everybody have a good time, but go Oakland. God, I had to say that. Now, as for the week that was, college hoops started well, as I was 22-14 heading into the weekend. And while it wasn't great, it was still profitable with 5-5 on Friday, 17-13 on Saturday, including another hit on the Degenerate special, making it 5 in a row. And even Sunday's disappointing 4-6 couldn't put a damper on another great week. But last week was clearly about the Super Bowl. And while I hit Seattle and the under easily, I managed to do something I've never done. And I went 6-0 on props. 6-0. Just stop and think about that. Plus Seattle and the under, 8-0 on the Super Bowl. Yeah, that puts a bow on another winning week. Now, let's take a look at the numbers. Last week, 61 wins, 39 losses, 61%. Top notch. Doesn't get any better. I challenge anybody in the world to give you 100 picks in 1 week and hit 61 of them. Can't do it. Only I can. All right? NFL playoffs are now over. And while I didn't count the prop bets, I just counted the sides of all 13, sides and totals of all 13 playoff games. 18 wins, 8 losses. 69.23%. Mind-boggling. Absolutely mind-boggling. NCAA basketball for the season. 521 wins, 373 losses, and 5 pushes. That's 58.28%. Got to pick up the pace if I want to hit 59 in the last couple weeks. It's probably not going to happen unless I go on some obscene run, which could happen. But 58, come on, really? Over 900 picks, and I've hit 58%? Yeah. Degenerate special, 19 wins, 11 losses, 63.33%. When you're hitting 63 on the late night get right, things are really good. Sunday night, 19 wins, 9 losses, 1 push, 67.86%. Just huge. And it has been all season long. So overall, all 25 episodes this season, that's 1,700 total picks that I've given you. 1,041 wins, 724 losses, 13 pushes, 58.98% for the season. Just a hair under the goal, which is 59%. But if you're hitting 59%, even 58.98%, that can mean only one thing.
Wow, winning.
That oh boy, Chuck. That's how you do it. Now, once again, please remember that all these picks are 100% free. So for all the touts out there, I see you, Brent Musburger, charging you for picks and giving you 75 to 80% winners documented. Stop. All right? Please stop. We all know you're full of shit. Plus, you're charging for these picks.
Oh!
I mean, come on, really? With me, it's simple. All you got to do is come to YouTube every week, and I'll give you my picks for free. I also want you to know that all these bets that I am personally going to make with my own money, right? That's what I'm doing. I'm not just throwing darts at a board and blindly picking games. I am actively betting every game that I'm about to give you. You ready? All right. Episode 26.
Just win, baby.
Attaboy, Al. I haven't had a losing day this week yet, as I squeaked by the first 3 days, but delivered a 9-4 for that ass last night. Now, with games going on right now, it's looking good. I'm 4-2 already today, and the stacking of winners is absolutely here. It has arrived.
Clacking lots of dollars, we all got gold.
Just like that, Mix-a-Lot. That's how you do it. Now, for tomorrow, keep in mind, these are the games that I like, and these are the current numbers as of around, what is it now? It's about 10 Eastern right now on Friday night. And they're absolutely subject to change, and they probably will. But these are the numbers as of now from what I see, so let's get after it. Noon Eastern on the ACC Network at the Conti Forum. I've got to roll with Cal, laying 2.5 on the road at Boston College. Cal's back on track to get an at-large bid in the dance, while BC's a train wreck. Early lock? Maybe so, but it's a winner to start the day in Chestnut Hill. Noon Eastern on ESPN, still in the ACC. I like 4th-ranked Duke, minus 12 and a hook at home over number 20 Clemson. Duke rebounded from their last-second loss to Carolina last Saturday with an easy win at Pitt on Tuesday night, but not a cover. Clemson's 6-game win streak came to a screeching halt on Wednesday, as yours truly gave you Virginia Tech. Not thinking Va Tech would actually go out and win, right? But they beat Clemson at Littlejohn. So coming off a loss and heading to Cameron, that's a daunting task for anyone. And I don't think Clemson's up to it. Duke rolls. Noon Eastern on El Duce. Hang on, give me a second here. That works. Noon Eastern on the Deuce. I'm on Texas Christian, catching 2 and a chunk on the road at Oklahoma State with a sprinkle on the money line.
Sprinkle me, man.
Just like that. That's how you do it, Earl. TCU squeaked past Okie State last month in Fort Worth, and since then, both squads are heading in opposite directions. TCU's coming off a huge win over Iowa State on Tuesday, while Oak State was taken out by Arizona State in Tempe. This should be a good one and is looking more and more like a must-win for the Cowboys, but Jamie Dixon, he's got his squad playing really well right now, so TCU money line has to be the play. 12:45 Eastern on CBS in the Big Ten. I'm on UCLA, catching 16 at second-ranked Michigan. Both teams are playing really well as UCLA comes in having won 6 out of 7, while Michigan's ripped off 9 straight. Michigan's comeback on Wednesday night over Northwestern was really impressive, and they're clearly the better team with more size and athleticism than the Bruins. But Mick Cronin is going to have his boys playing hard enough to come in under the number. I mean, he just told you about he wants guys who used to wrestle bears and drink vodka from some European country. God, Mick Cronin is the best. The game of the day goes at 1 Eastern on ABC in Ames. And give me number 5 Iowa State at home, laying 6.5 versus 9th-ranked Kansas. Yes, I said it. The Jayhawks are rolling right now and coming off some high-profile wins over BYU, Texas Tech, and top-ranked Arizona in the last 2 weeks, and this will just be another one. While Iowa State, they've been quietly hammering teams. Sure, they had a hiccup on Tuesday with a loss at TCU, but they're still close to a 1 seed. Kansas beat up ISU a month ago at Allen Fieldhouse, but once they leave Lawrence, they're a different team. So I like the Cyclones to take out the Jayhawks at Hilton Coliseum. 1 Eastern on Big Ten Network at Pinnacle Bank Arena in the land of Lincoln. I'll take 7th-ranked Nebraska minus 13 over Northwestern. Sure, Nebraska's lost 3 out of 4, but Michigan, Illinois, and Purdue are no joke. Those are good losses. Meanwhile, Northwestern's in a free fall, right? Especially on the road. Huskers get an easy one tomorrow. 1 Eastern on TNT in the Big East. I'm all over Providence at home, catching 8.5 versus 17th-ranked St. John's. Rick Pitino has the Johnnies red hot right now, and they've won 7 in a row while Providence is struggling through a tough Big East. But once St. John's leaves Queens, forget about it. St. John's wins, but Providence cashes. 1 Eastern on SEC Network, right up the road here at Memorial Gym in Music City. I like number 19 Vanderbilt at home, laying 7 and a hook over Texas A&M. These are 2 teams heading in the opposite direction, as Vandy's only loss in the last 2 weeks was a 1-point squeaker at Oklahoma, while A&M was the SEC's top team just a week ago. But they've now dropped 3 in a row. Sophomore guard Tyler Tanner from nearby Brentwood, he's been filling it up a lot and opening eyes lately around the nation for those of you that have been watching. Yours truly will be in attendance. My boy Tree is going to be with me, and we're going to go there tomorrow, and it's Vandy and A&M, so look for us. A&M is in trouble here. Give me Vandy. 2 Eastern on ESPN at the Dean Dome in Chapel Hill in the ACC. I'm on Pittsburgh catching 12 on the road at 11th-ranked North Carolina. Pitt is a mess, and they've lost 4 in a row, and Carolina was really feeling themselves after taking out Duke last Saturday. Then they laid an egg at Miami the other day, and then they lost freshman pimp Caleb Wilson. Add that to the fact that they have no heart, and I'm on Pitt catching the big number on the road. 2 Eastern on CW Network in the ACC. I'll ride with Southern Methodist minus 2 and a hook at Syracuse. The Cuse came from behind Wednesday night to take out Cal in overtime, halting their 3-game skid. SMU's a dangerous team and a bubble NCAA team, but they're deeper than the Orangemen and they're way more talented. Give me the Mustangs on the road. 2:30 Eastern on Big Fox in the Big East. Give me Villanova -2 on the road at Creighton. This looks like a trap, as Creighton is clearly struggling right now.
Struggling.
Oh, Joe. Joe.
Struggling.
Was that you? Yeah, that was you, Joe. One more time.
Struggling.
I really want to kiss you. Thanks, Joe. Nova, they're cruising right now. So I may be stupid by playing into the trap, but Nova has to be the play. I'd rather lose with Nova than lose with Creighton here. A good one in the SEC goes at 3 Eastern on ABC in Gainesville. And I'll take the 25th ranked Kentucky on the road catching 12 at number 14, Florida. Listen, people, don't get excited. Florida's red hot, and they look every bit like a team capable of repeating. And everyone's going to, Florida, bet Florida. But this is a good spot for Kentucky to show off their alligator blood by hanging around.
Hanging around. Kid's got alligator blood.
Yes, he does. And so does UK. Give me UK and the points on the road. 3:30 Eastern on SEC Network. I'm all over Oklahoma at home, -1.5 over Georgia. Oklahoma's a 500 team that keeps covering numbers, while Georgia's going in reverse. Sooners at the Noble Center get the W here. 4 Eastern on ESPN. I like Baylor +7 versus 24th ranked Louisville. Baylor hasn't been good lately, and Louisville's been hit or miss, but they mostly been hitting. Not a home game for Baylor, right, in Waco, but rather this one's in Fort Worth. So it's kind of like a de facto home game. So I like the Bears, and I'm going to take them at home, kind of at home, to cover that number. 4 Eastern on Peacock in the Big 12. I'm on third-ranked Houston at home, laying 22 and a hook over Kansas State. Yes, I'm laying them. Houston is rolling, and they're preparing for another deep run in March behind the always reliable Emmanuel Sharp. But it's been the play of freshman stud Kingston Flemings, who's just taken this team to another level. K-State head coach Jerome Tang, he lost his team after saying that they were unworthy following 7 straight losses and a 30-point blowout at home versus Cincinnati on Wednesday. This team's not going to play for him, and he's going to be seeking employment elsewhere very soon. In the meantime, Houston wins this one by 30. 4 Eastern on the Deuce in the ACC. I'll dance with North Carolina State laying 6 at home over Miami. 2 very good tournament teams meet up here as Miami's playing well, coming off a huge win over North Carolina, while NC State's 6-game win streak came to a crushing halt Monday as Louisville hung 118 on them in an historic performance. Now, NC State gets it back, and Miami takes one on the chin right here in Raleigh tonight. I think that's it. Am I done already? Just like that? I have to be done, right?
No, I'm just getting warmed up.
Of course you are, Al. I know Al's always warming up. A good one in the Big Ten goes at 5 Eastern on Big Fox. Give me 13th ranked Purdue, -1.5 at Iowa. Purdue's puzzling 3-game losing streak is long gone, and they've rolled to 3 straight impressive wins since. Iowa's 5-game win streak came to a halt on Wednesday in a loss to lowly Maryland. Iowa's dangerous at Carver Hawkeye, and this should be a great one. But Purdue's big 3 of Fletcher Lawyer, Trey Kaufman-Wren, and Braden Smith is just going to be too much for Iowa to handle. 6 Eastern on the SEC Network on Rocky Top. I'll take LSU catching 15 on the road at Tennessee. LSU isn't good, and they're not going to be in the tournament. Tennessee will be in the tournament, but they're not very good, and they're very overrated. Vols get the win, but the Tigers cash. 6:30 Eastern on ESPN. 2 good Big 12 teams meet up, and I like 16th ranked Texas Tech on the road, catching 10 at top-ranked Arizona. Tech lost 2 in a row a couple of weeks ago, but they bounced back with 2 convincing wins, while Arizona's perfect season came to an end with a loss at Allen Fieldhouse on Monday. Everyone saw it, and everyone thinks that they bounce back here and roll. Well, they bounce back and they win, But I like Tech to surprise a lot of people at the McHale Center with a late cover. 2 top teams in the American Athletic Conference meet up at 7 Eastern, and I'm all over Tulsa here. +2 on the road at Wichita State with a sprinkle.
Sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle.
Just like that. Tulsa's backtracked lately while Wichita's hot, but Tulsa gets back in the groove with a tough outright win on the road here. 8 Eastern tomorrow night on Peacock. I'm on 6th-ranked Connecticut, -16 versus Georgetown. UConn's loss at St. John's last Friday was eye-opening. And they've had trouble covering big numbers lately, especially at home. But Georgetown's the perfect matchup for the Huskies up in Stores to get their swag back. Gamble Pavilion, yeah, Huskies. 8 Eastern on Big Fox, we have an odd, it's just odd. I guess that's how you call it. ACC versus Big Ten matchup at a neutral site right here in Nashville at Bridgestone Arena. And I'm going to roll with Ohio State catching 5 versus 15th ranked Virginia. Ohio State keeps flip-flopping wins and losses, while UVA's ripped off 6 straight. Expect a good one in Music City with Ohio State catching the back door. 8:30 Eastern on SEC Network. Give me Alabama at home, laying 16 versus South Carolina. Bama's now won 3 straight, and they now know that Charles Bediako will not be on their roster for the rest of the season. So tomorrow's their chance to hang triple digits on a really bad South Carolina squad. 8:30 Eastern on Il Duce. I'll take Texas on the road, +2 at Missouri with a little bit of a sprinkle.
Sprinkle me, man.
That's what it was. 2 very evenly matched teams that need some resume help meet up here. And both have won 3 in a row. But I'm on the road dog here with a moneyline play. 10 Eastern on CBS Sports Network. We got a good one in the Mountain West. And I'm all over Nevada, catching 9 at San Diego State. This one is about seeding in the upcoming conference tournament where these two could very easily meet again. San Diego State took out Nevada in Reno a month ago, and they're going to win again. But this is a big number, and I like the Wolfpack with the points. 10:30 Eastern on the Deuce at the Spanos Center. I like Pacific at home, +8 over St. Mary's. Pacific has quietly been very good in the West Coast Conference this year, and while they're sitting in 4th, a win here would definitely open some eyes. They won't get it because St. Mary's isn't going to let their guard down. But I like UOP to get the cover at home. And finally, this week's Degenerate Special, 10:30 Eastern on ESPN, and I'm on number 12 Gonzaga, -3.5 at Santa Clara. The Zags beat Santa Clara at the Kennel a month ago, but both teams are now tied at the top of the WCC following Gonzaga's head-scratching loss to Portland a week and a half ago. This one means more to Santa Clara than it does for the Zags, as the Broncos have won 9 in a row following their loss to Gonzaga. Gonzaga's already in the tournament. We know that. Santa Clara's probably in the tournament, especially if they finish second ahead of St. Mary's. They'll probably get in. But it's not going to matter here, though, because Santa Clara's balance won't be enough to slow down Graham Ike and the Zags, who get the win in the late night get right to close out the night. That's the only way to do it.
Show me the money.
Oh, Rod Tidwell, love you. That's 25 college hoops plays to do some more damage and get us our 10th straight winning week. Make sure to check out the comment section every day for more college hoops starting on Sunday, and we'll just keep coming from now until April. I want to take a moment quickly, lastly, to thank everyone for listening, liking, commenting, tweeting, twatting, whatever, and everything, and winning, basically. Right along with me through 200 episodes. It really means a lot, and that's a major, major milestone for me. So keep your eye out for next week's STONIECAST 201, which will drop next Friday. So until then, just remember, if you want to win big, you got to bet big. Good teams win, but great teams cover. You can't go broke taking a profit. Scared money don't make money. The less you bet, the more you lose when you win. Shout out Chris the Bear FALLICA. Now for me, the action is the juice. Tell him, Mikey.
But you know, for me, the action is the juice. Amen.
I'm in. The less you bet, I already said that one. The difference between winning and making money is that anyone can win betting chalk, but you can't make money unless you take the dogs. God made life a gamble, and we're still in the game. Shout out to the late, great Joe Diffie. There's money on the streets that can't be ignored. And finally, good luck to you. Miss you, Gooch, my brother. Absolutely miss you, because I know you wish you were at FDF with your family and the crew. Go Oakland at FDF, rooting for you.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.